Hello, and welcome, boys and girls, to the fifth episode of Civ World Cup Sums Up. So it's Ethiopia, rank 41, 67% win rate. Nice. Total presence, peak presence is 4, and a total presence is 12%. Only 3 games played, and he won 2 out of 3. Personally, me, I really like Ethiopia. I would say it's my second favorite religious civ. If it would be if it was a bit stronger, it probably be a number one. But Khmer is beyond strength, so unfortunately Ethiopia is not in a favor. They slightly nerfed its unique unit, but the abilities are still there. Ethiopia is mostly or only played on a Highlands map. You can't see it anywhere else. And I believe if it's a Highlands map, Ethiopia get banned quite often, like 3% here only. That's very weird. And it was taken as a first pick. And 9% here. 9% presence, 5% ban rate here. I don't know. I don't know. Probably Highlands was not that very popular map this season. Ethiopia used to be is always banned on the Highlands. Maybe time has passed. Some people think that if they banned, if they nerfed, if BBG team nerfed Ethiopian unique units, it's the end of Ethiopia. Ethiopia is not about that. Ethiopia is about having a great team with generating a lot of science, and you can even go feed the world with that. It's really cool belief for Highlands, and you still will generate enormous amount of science and culture thanks to Ethiopian unique ability. So feed the world and like spam 12, 15 cities, 12, 16 cities as Ethiopia, and you probably will achieve cultural victory sooner or later. Especially you can ask your partners to build a archaeological museum and transfer some artifacts to you. No, it's a good thing to do. hmm Artifacts are awesome, and most likely you won't get the unique scientist that gives you 300% bonus for artifacts output. Yeah, probably won't get it because the game is not lasting that long, but still, it's a good chance for you. And with the theme bonuses, you can achieve cultural victory. I don't know why it's not taking that often. It's a big mystery for me. Sometimes, we have meta ball. Like, oh, these civs are good and other civs are bad, and you have to be very open-minded to see something good outside that bubble. Outside that bubble, the same we have the information bubble, right? Uh, why it's so low? I don't know, but it's a 67% win rate, so it's a good save, I'd say. It's a good save. I really love it. I'd like to see it more. Cool unique unit, cool abilities, cool bonuses. Too few, too few players who really can appreciate Ethiopia. Can't say anything more. Just disappointed in people sometimes. I'm just sometimes disappointed in people. How the fuck it's 3? Oh, I'm sorry. It's only 3 games for Ethiopia, and I don't know. We can check something ridiculous. I actually don't know. And 80%, 80 games for Nethershah. How can that be like? Nethershah has 18 games with a 28% win rate, and Ethiopia got only 3 with a 67% win rate. Okay, it's early. You can't say that it's a good number here because it's only 3 games, but still, come on, guys. I think Ethiopia way stronger than Nethershah. People just don't like religious civs. I guess that's it. Oh, finally, Indonesia. Hmm. Oh, justice for Indonesia. I hate this civ. I think it's useless. but people still trying to make a timing attack and win game with a single attack. It's not a 2K16 game, doesn't work this way anymore. You just can't win in a single charge, especially in a 4v4 where there's a lot of escape mechanics. So you just can, you can just build a city inland, and that's it. Indonesia push, which requires a lot of gold and a lot of science invested in that push, and you can just settle inland. Even if you lose like a couple of cities, a couple coastal cities, you settle inland and you're safe. And about the opposite is like, oh crap, we have Indonesia in our team, and he won that 3 cities, but it won't help him to carry the game, and we like spent all our gold in that. And what do we do next? Of course, sometimes it can bring some gold, but well, 17% win rate says that I'm correct, that I'm right about this. Civ super overrated. You have to start with campus, so you can go caravelas and niter. You have to start with campus. You don't generate any gold. You rush like it's 3, 4 cities for you. You always rush 3, 4, 5 cities. No, it's too much, I guess. 3, 4, maybe 5 cities for Indonesia. That's it. Like basically, it's a free pantheon, and that's it. I don't know. It's super overrated. Of course, it's what is pre-ban. Oh, first total presence. They're not even banning it. No pre-game ban, and sometimes it's a first ban. Yeah, okay, first ban, sure. Or is it? Yeah, it's a first ban, 8% for first ban. Well, you ban it on the naval maps sometimes. Sometimes you don't. And the, and what can Indonesia do? It can perform a timing attack. That's it. It's like Poland. You attack in a certain timing, and then you're useless. And then 4v4 you can't win this way. So basically, you're useless because you can't bring victory to your team. You can make a crucial impact all over the place, as unlike Maori, for example, or even the France with a lot of light cavalry roaming around and pillaging every single tile they saw. Yeah, hate it, hate it. No gold, gold psyching Civ. Can't do a good amount of damage. For inland sea, it's a perfect Civ, but we didn't have an inland sea, I guess. And this season we didn't have inland sea this season. So yeah, that's explained the win rate. Peak rate 8%, so 6 games, and 1 out of 6 games was won. That's shitty. I don't think this is a strong Civ. Some may disagree with me, but numbers shows that I'm right. Of course, there's a difference between the players. Some are more skillful, some are less skillful. There's a luck involved in this because you must have a good, you must have good positioning, like not too far, not too close. There's a lot of factors that uh, can influence the outcome. But in general, it's kind of shit itself with shitty bonuses. Is for me. I don't know. I'm not a super aggressive player, but even if I was super aggressive player, I would rather play Dido than Indonesia because of early game boats. Pericles. Ah, the old fart is the best boy. Well, of course, Rome is the best boy, but he's the second best boy. I really like Pericles, unlike Gorgo, because Gorgo is a bit offensive and Pericles more simming. And once again, I'm simming dude. I like to fight wars. It makes it kind of messy. And I'm slowpoke. I can have war and sim at the same time, and the timer is too low. Blah 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 blah. If I had 10 minutes, I could play it. So anyway, 100% win rate for a Pericles with a 5% present. It's a 4 games totally play it. And as I remember, he was in the finals. He was taken in the finals. You have to make a specific topic that seems that was used in the finals. That seems that was used by the best of the best teams, or at least not finals, but the finalist team. Like what change of circumstance we're using, or what ulis we're using during the entire tournament. That would be way better. Represents that would represent more correct way of Civ usage than what we have, where some guys who have never played the tournament just joined with I don't know. There is a wild card tournament, so they played wild card tournament. They got in and they was eliminated, but they played like 7 or 6 games before they got eliminated. Well, actually, this time it was 3 games only, as I remember. Maybe 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 3. It's either 3 or 6, and they making some weird decision, and we have statistics slightly wrong. Anyway, Pericles is super cool. It's like Gorgo, but it's simming. It helps you to control city state. It boosts your culture cultural tree. It can actually Tusk won the lower bracket finals with this guy, as I remember. He won the third game, or maybe second or third game. I don't know, can say. But Tusk won a very important game for Koch team as a Pericles with a cultural victory. So why not Pericles? I don't know. Why not Zoidberg? Super strong Civ. A Greece Civ, all classical Civs like Rome, Greece, Egypt, Persia, they are super strong because they have better tempo, they have bonuses early in the game, and they can snowball. And Pericles is one of the best Civs. It was Greece and Rome is tier S Civs from the very beginning, and now maybe it's tier A for someone, but deep in my heart, especially for me, Greece and Rome is always tier S, and for me actually Rome is tier S plus Civ. Maybe not for all, but for me it's tier S plus. Anyway, Pericles never banned. See, never. Okay, he was banned here. Oh, 4%. Huh. It's like in 2 games they were banning Pericles. Okay, maybe in 3 games. And it was taken somewhere here. So no one see Pericles as a threat, and the old fart like call an ambulance, but not for me. That's what Pericles does. Wow, 100% win rate. I'm so proud of it. That's a really cool one. Okay, let's move on. Cleopatra Egyptian. So it's an old Cleo with an extra trade routes with an extra gold. It's kind of cool to see when you need extra gold for Pangaea or Highlands, but you don't have better options like Naval Sea for Highlands, so I don't even know what can Cleopatra play. It's too soft for Pangaea. We've seen few games where Cleopatra was taken on Pangaea, and I guess that's the only map you can play Cleopatra freely. All others seems like a bit odd to play Cleopatra Egyptian. You don't have that crazy tempo as Ptolemy, Cleopatra. You have to play, you have to build like trades, commercial hubs, and you must trade with your allies turn one, so you have even less. Um, you can't even play Magnus internals because it's more profitable for you to trade externals immediately, and your team will soak your gold. That is why you have Wars Seam, because usually gold generating Civ like Mali, you have to use your generated gold for yourself, but your team is soaking it, and you're like, oh my god, I have nothing to do. Shit, well, guess I'll die. And in most cases, she's dying, so it's 40% win rate. Yeah. She was taken though 10 times, it's quite popular Civ. Well, we played a lot of Pangaeas, there was 2 Pangaea maps. So Cleopatra can play them with the 2 different regions, like classical and standard. If you don't know what this is, you can check better balanced stars mode, I guess, and there is an option for that. Classical is what maps used to be before Rise and Fall, I guess, and a standard where mountains located alongside the continent borders, something like that. So 10 games, that's good. 40% win rate, that's bad. But Egypt is not a carried civ. You can see this. No one cares about it. It's actually it's banned. What the hell? Who the hell banned Cleopatra before even the game started? Wow. Crazy bastards. I'd like to see who did this. And a second ban over here in one game, in a single game. That's weird. That's weird. Last pick, 6%. Yeah, I guess that's where it belongs. Last pick. So like, okay, we pick really cool civs. What do we have to do? Oh, we need some gold. Yeah, we need some gold, dudes. What can we take? Oh no, everything else is taken. Well, let's take Cleopatra. It gives you extra gold. Yeah, let's go for that, brothers. And eventually, this kind of team lose. Okay, let's move on. Queen Shi Unifier. I actually don't really know what this guy do. What does this guy do? I don't know. Uh, they change him a lot, and I stopped tracking. It was never played when I'm casting, and I have never seen him. Oh, actually, I've seen it once, and he lost the game. So he does have like 50. Wait, Unifier is the guy. Where is another queen? Uh, wait. Oh, maybe it's the guy with the Wonder Boost. Actually, I don't know. If it's the guy with the Wonder Boost, then I can tell something about this. But if it's the other guy, but I can see the other guy. Suleiman, Bemba, Russia, Macedon, Gaul, Kublai Khan. Yeah, that's cool one. Korea, Poland, Kublai, Mongolia, Maya, Babylon. Oh yeah, okay. Huh. I guess I definitely saw a unifier. I don't know who is this. If this guy with the wonderful build, then it's okay to see him here. If it's the guy with the military bonuses, then well, I don't know what he's doing here because I don't know what bonuses are. Sorry, can't tell anything about that. But if you know what unifier does, it's a 50%. It has 50% win rate and was taken 4 times during entire tournament. Never banned. Well, some were here. Maybe it was personal ban against someone. You know that person, the player liked. Like, I love Unifier. I will play him whatever it takes. And they like, no, you won't, and they ban him. Guess that's it. 20% total presence. 12% total presence. Yeah, no one cares about you, and Cleopatra has better stats. So I can assume it's the guy with a wonderful build that can boost. Oh no, it's definitely not Unifier. Can't tell. I don't even know his bonuses. No one cares about him, so neither do I. So I'm sorry about that. You can write in comments something about Unifier because I can share my knowledge about this guy. It was never played. It's, I guess, too weak or something, too weird to play. Okay, let's move on. Brazil. 1 game played, 1 victory. Solid. 1% big presence. Ban presence, though, it's 8%. You don't really want to play against Brazil on a naval map or a semi-naval map like continents and islands and 7 seas. Actually, 7 seas and continents and islands kind of naval map, but okay. Uh, because of Minas Gerais. Gerais are super strong. It doesn't really matter what you do. Like, you build something, then you settle coastal cities, chop some units, upgrade Gerais, and you will wipe out everyone with that. It doesn't really care what's going on around. Gerais will bring you victory, and that's what this 100% tell us. I believe that was exactly the same. This case. Brazil was somewhere in the middle of a big island. Maybe it was continent and islands. Maybe it was seven seas. I bet it was continent and islands. And he was in the middle of a big island, and he then chopped some units, and he wiped out everyone else. Or maybe they won even before Brazil reached uh, Jurasis. So I guess that's it. That's all I can say about Brazil. Uh, it's not very popular for other purposes like cultural victory. It's all about Jurasis. Oh yeah, that's basically it. Nubia. I don't want to say it's underestimated Civs, but I think we could see it a bit more if it had something better. I can't say what, because it does look like on a paper, Nubia is a crazy Civ. Like pyramids, 40% bonus production to districts. What else? Uh, I don't know. That's it. Archers. No one cares about archers. What else do they have? Um, Archer's bonus experience. Yeah, that's probably the thing. Maybe if they change something with do something with that, it would be better to like if you have garrison, you'll get some bonus, and your archers have no gold maintains, so almost have no gold maintenance, so you have like free garrisons. But you can do it with any other units, like with scouts. So kind of, I don't know what can they do with that archers. Actually, I'm curious if you have a garrisoned unit in the encampment, will you have an extra amenities or not? Anyways, it was taken 3 times and it achieved 2 victories. That's great. It's really good. It's okay seeming safe, to be honest. You can play a monumentality with that. You can rush someone with archers and followed by horsemen as like a classical old school rush, even without a general. You can go for general. I actually can't tell much about it, but when Nubia is simming, it's a monumentality, always with a lot of holy sites. That's the Nubia thing. You get extra face, I believe, with pyramids. So you make a triangle with that, or maybe rhombus with double pyramids. But most likely it's just a triangle with a single pyramid. So I think it's reasonable to build more than one pyramid next to your city center and some districts, right? So yeah, it's quite strong Civ. A lot of options for early game. Nice simming, but not that good as the rest of the Civ. That is why it's not that popular. Actually, actually, it's 3% ban present somehow. Like here, before even the game. Wow, before even they knew the map, someone banned it 3 times, and 1% here. What the hell happened? I don't know. Number rank 48, Suleiman Mustasham. Yeah, it should be way more popular because it's 10% science and culture somehow. It's not that great. By the way, did we have any other Suleimans here? Why didn't we have other Suleiman? Where's the other Suleiman? It's only 59 saves. It should be 64, isn't it? 63. I believe we don't have a Suleiman statistic. And a second China. Oh, that's weird. Well, okay. I can get that numbers. Mustaham is a new Suleiman, right? Plus 10%. I think the other Suleiman should be more popular. Because it generates an enormous amount of gold with its bazaars. Oh, actually, Mustaham do the same. Oh, yeah, it's the better version of Suleiman. Yeah, I guess the other Suleiman was never taken, so there is no stats for it. Okay, yeah, it's quite reasonable. It's quite reasonable. Okay, so it's 10% Suleiman with the bazaars and with the trade rows, blah blah blah. It's still cool. 5 games in total, 60% win rate, so it's 3 games won. That's great. Banned once and here once, and that's it. So it's pre-game ban once and the second phase banned once. That's it. Total presence 8%. It's not that big. It's 5 games only. Hard to say is it good or bad, but it's really good. I don't know why it's not taken that often. Of course, there's a better civs and the Suleiman. The biggest problem with the Suleiman that you can't get first Golden Age even with the 4v4. It's really big problem for you to get Golden Age. So, uh, and without Golden Age, you can't scale. You can't snowball. You don't have enough culture, and you'd like to have. I actually don't know what you'd like to have here. Uh, all you have is plus 10% science culture, as I remember, and the double amount of trade routes with the bazaars. So it's theoretically gives you a lot of gold, a lot of gold. But there is Mali, there is Portugal, there is other civs like I don't know, any naval civs can generate good amount of gold because of the naval trade route bonus. Maybe he could replace Cleopatra. So I believe he should replace Cleopatra, Egyptian, but he's not somehow because of the Golden Age. It's really easy to get Golden Age with the Cleopatra. It's really easy to get Pantheon with Cleopatra because of the Sphinx. So yeah, yes, that's the reasons. It's like it's really cool Civ on the paper, but in reality, you have a lot of problems with that. And a 60% win rate, maybe it's not his achievement. Maybe it was just carried. Who knows? That happens. Sounds cool, doesn't work. That's what Suleiman is about. Sounds cool, doesn't work, unfortunately. Rank 49, Bamba Anzinga. It's the male version of Congo. It's an old Congo. What does old Congo have? The guys with the sickles. That's it. Nothing else. Well, yeah, you can play like once again, you can play gold making Congo with a yellow district opening, but you don't really want to. Congo is taken to rush someone with a swordsman because they are super fast. And I don't think was they nerfed or not, but it's only 25% win rate because, well, you soak early gold from your teammates, you soak their iron, you force them to open extra districts so you ruin their district discount build order, and you're like, well, guys, I could damage him, I could kill him, or I couldn't kill him, and most likely you won't be able to kill anyone completely with that. Yeah, you can take second, third city, but it's really hard to take capital, and most likely your opponent, the player you're attacking, probably will have an escape settler somehow, and you slow your team, you drag your team down on the very bottom of the seeming ladder, so it's only 25% win rate. Well, you push, you couldn't kill opponent, and your team suck later because the other team kind of played better. I don't know. It's not working that way in a 4v4 anymore. You can, of course, have constant fight against one player, but if it's only one versus one, it's not even it's not affect game at all. Even if you win that fight, but player can survive somehow with an escape settler, it doesn't really matter because carried Civ, seeming Civ, while you have 6 cities, will have like 12. Oh, that's it. Yeah, I'm not surprised that it's 25. It's really I hate it. It used to be that super popular, always banned Civ that wrecked everyone with these guys, but I believe they nerfed them slightly, so now it's like 25% rate, and it's not popular at all. I believe you still can rush someone with that guys, but well, it's not fun to play this way. Saladin Vizier or Visor. Vizier, I guess. We didn't have any other Saladins, and I think Vizier is the one with the science bonuses. So the problem here, this guy doesn't have gold at all. It's like build 2 districts. You have to build 2 districts, Holy Site and Campus. It's like 2 districts. Your first 2 districts super important, and you go Holy Site and Campus. And for Holy Site, you'd like to go culture one, corals. I'd like to go corals, But you can, because you must build other districts. And on top of that, you have to get second Dark Age. It's kind of hard. You have to get second Dark Age, and you want to build Madrasa earlier, so you get like extra four extra era score, but you'd like to stay below the normal age, and then you build it, you get extra point. Oh my god, it's 3 turns to go, and I need to get extra 10 points to get golden, and you're stuck in a second normal age. That's the classical game for Saladin Vizier. If you can go Dark Age, you can go Monasticism, but the Holy Site and Campuses will generate like 350 phase per turn, by turn 60 or something, and maybe you can rush helicopters, but when you get to the helicopters, because you have like minus 50 GPT by that time, or minus 80, someone have to generate that GPT. It's a lot of spendings, right? So you get that helicopters, you build pre-builds, maybe even the cores, and now probably not. You'll have like 30 or 40 phase per turn, no cores for you load. So you get pre-builds, and you have no gold to upgrade them. They are hell expensive. Like, I guess it's like 600 gold to upgrade it from the horsemen's, right? So the entire idea of this guy is a helicopter push, and you can't do it because you must have a free sim. No one have to attack you, right? A free sim basically. You don't have any gold, and you need a lot of gold when you reach that. So it's not going to work well, and it's not very popular. And you see, it's a 20% win rate, so it's kind of shitty. Well, it's only 5 games. Maybe if we had better players or more presence in the more total presence or more peak rate for this guy, we would have different number, maybe even 50%. It's kind of okay to see. I just don't like the idea you have to spend 2 districts for science and culture, for science and how it's called, holy site. I don't even remember the holy site name. And if you do so, you probably like to go corals, but you must go feed the world, because you want, if you go for corals, you will never reach 7 pops. I'm not talking about the 10 pops at all. And of course this delays your Governor Plaza as well, so it's turn 40 to Governor Plaza. It's normal thing for Saladin. Oof. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you'll join my streams of Civ Premier League. It's about to start. Winners of this tournament most likely will take part in a Civ World Cup somewhere in 4 months, maybe in 5 months. So end winter, early spring, we'll have another Civ World Cup. Don't forget to like, sub, and share as a sacrifice to YouTube algorithms, because, well, this helps this video and channel to grow, and you'll have more Civ related content. As always, sending you positive vibes, much love, and see you in the next video.